What's up, everybody? We're back here at UFC 227 in LA, Hollywood. Everybody loves to fight in New York, but to do the rematch in Hollywood, think about that. You go from Madison Square Garden to Staples Center in 1 year's time, less than a year's time, with 2 world title fights. And I'm joined right here, obviously, by the champ, former champ, Cody Garbrandt. I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but
you're right.
It's visualization, right? It's visualization. I'm big on the visualization, just like you are. I remember you telling me you were going to be a champ when I first interviewed you when you fought Almeida, but you know, you're back here for a rematch and a chance to get your belt back, Cody. It's been a while, but for you to get 100% healthy and get yourself ready to rock again, I know that was really important to you. And you don't have all the things kind of weighing you down this year that you had last year, mainly your back injury at that time.
Yeah, definitely. That's something that I was able to overcome. I have a great physical therapist. The UFC traveled me around the world and got me these magical shots that needed time to heal, time to do their work. So I'm thankful for them. You know, to give me these procedures, and obviously my PT Russ Dunning up in El Dorado Hills, my strength and conditioning coach Amadeo Nobello, and all my coaches that, you know, we trained smart for this fight.
Cody Garbrandt, no love. I mean, it seems like forever for you, right? I mean, I know you couldn't wait to get back in here against him, but let's just continue with that theme of getting the back healthy. What exactly did you get done over there in Germany, right? It was. What did you get done over there, and how did they do it to get your back better?
It was regenerative therapy, so it was just stayed there for a week and got 12 injections in my back every single day that was in the lower back, you know, to help inflammation and help generate healing process.
And now you're feeling 100%, right, this time?
Yeah, I feel great. You know, I'm 100% in this fight, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I've never felt better. My self-belief's at all-time high. My confidence is through the roof, and I'm just excited to go out there and showcase that on Saturday night.
Yeah, and now you have a baby, obviously, too, and TJ does, ironically, as well. But I was wondering about that whole dynamic of last year being the guy carrying the flag for alpha male, because everyone in the gym wanted a piece of the guy, and you were the one to go out there and do it, just like you did when you were the guy who beat Dominic Cruz. This year, there doesn't seem to be that much of that, and it's just really you against TJ for the belt.
Yeah, this fight's for me. This fight's for, you know, first and foremost is a fight for me to get back. You know, TJ stole everything that I was working for, you know, and I'm just excited to get out there and get my hands on him again, bust him up, rearrange his face, and get my title back.
You're a guy who fights with a lot of emotion, and people will say, hey, you know, when you fight with a lot of emotion, it's not always the best thing, but it's always worked really well for you because you control it so well. But you do, I would say, I mean, I'll ask you, would you say you have an angry streak in you as a fighter, and like that emotion's kind of running at a higher level than most fighters when they're actually fighting?
Of course, man. I mean, we're in there with another adversary that's trying to kill us. You know, this isn't a sport. This is where another man is trying to, you know, really fuck you up in there and try to hurt you and try to take everything from you. So it's like I fight emotion. I fight with anger. You know, it's a fight. It's not a sport. I'm not trying to out here win a ribbon or win a trophy. I'm out here trying to win money for my family now. We're fighting for blood money, and that's what it is.
And you've always been a guy who really pushes the pace. You did it in the last fight. You knocked him down the end of the round, saved him, or you had that fight even with the back injury, and you're thinking this time around, that first round, he's not going to make it out of there.
I know for a fact when I put my hands on TJ that he will not be saved by the bell. He will not get up. When I land a clean, solid shot in his jaw, he'll fall asleep and be woken up from the referee.
How much has being a father changed you overall? Your life, your habits every day, the way your mentalities, all those things?
Overall, it's been just a huge blessing that God's given me and my wife. You know, it's changed me, you know, not only as a fighter, but as a man. You know, I had to grow up and be there for him. You know, it's something I always wanted was a father, and I get to be that in this life for him, and I'm just forever grateful for the opportunity to do it right. You know, you only get one chance to do it right, and I'm just excited to be in this, living in the now and experiencing all this.
Yeah, and you mentioned being marketable. I mean, you got the suits now, you got the watch, all those things, the guy in LA who does your hair, all those things that make you marketable and help you sell pay-per-views. And you've mentioned that a few times about TJ not being as marketable as you, and that Mighty Mouse fight, maybe a lot of people might not have watched that because it was Mighty Mouse and TJ, but when it's you, you bring that heat, right? So exactly. You feel like you're the guy to move the units and sell them.
I am the guy to move the units and sell them. You know, I'm one of the most marketable guys in the UFC compared to DJ and TJ. So that's why the UFC is, you know, give me this rematch, you know, and they want me to, you know, go out there and get this belt back and then go fight Mighty Mouse. That's the fight that was originated before I first fought TJ, and you know, unfortunately, I was defeated in that contest. But you know, here we are now. That's the past is the future. This is the now.
Did it take you any time to get any confidence back, or did you take a little time off after that one and kind of, you know, search your soul a little bit at all, or were you fine from day one?
No, man, it's in this sport you have to have a short memory. You know what I mean? You can't be too high off a win, you can't be too low off a loss. You know, it happens. You know, if there was 5 more seconds in the first round, we'd be sitting here at the belt, I'd be fighting Mighty Mouse and be a 2-time champ. You know, but that's sometimes how life goes, and a little bit of adversity to overcome. I've always been faced with adversity, and you know, it's not the first time I lost something in my life, and it's probably not going to be the last time I lost something in my life, and I understand that, and I understand, you know, what comes with these territories, and I'm excited to get back. You know, my confidence and is always at all-time high.
One more for Cody No Love Garbrandt. Go ahead and take a drink first, man. It's hot in here. We're sweating, and you're not sweating as much as I am. I don't know how you're pulling that one off, but I want to ask you about the future now. Everybody's just assuming Mighty Mouse is going to win. We were 8 questions deep in Mighty Mouse's press conference yesterday before anyone even asked about Henry Cejudo, which is completely disrespectful because Henry Cejudo has a great chance to win this fight. So obviously if Mighty Mouse wins, you're going to want to unify the belts. If Henry wins, same thing?
Yeah, obviously. I mean, that's if Henry beats Mighty Mouse, then Henry's the man. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's going to be a very close, contested fight. Henry's made a lot of improvements and gains and strides since the first time they fought. And you know, I'm just focused on my fight with TJ, and we'll sit down with my manager Ali and the UFC and see what's the next step after I get this belt back.
And Ali manages both of you guys, so that'll be main event with Henry and Cody. It's all Ali, and he's got knows Ali. Come on in here. You got no. He's not. You're not going to take sides, right? You can hear me. Obviously, he's managing both guys, but that'll be good. So it'll be a great fight this weekend. Anything else you want to say about the fight, about the build-up, about finally getting your chance to get your belt back before we finish it up?
Good, man. Thank you.
All right, Cody No Love Garbrandt, he gets a lot of love, and he's going to have none for TJ Dillashaw in the cage on Saturday night. He's waited a long time to get back in there and get his belt back. You'll see it Saturday, UFC 227, right here in LA.